And so do you always, like, self-examining all the time?
No. I avoid.
Well, did you guys have that period of your life where you stopped going to the doctor? Because, like, that's what the period I'm still in. I haven't been to the doctor for, like, 18 years.
That's what you don't want to do that. Ask
I know.
Warren Zevon.
Warren Zevon did that.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go. You got to eventually go back to the doctor and embrace that side of things. You know.
My wife made me get a physical, and that's how they found it early.
Is that what happened to Zevon? If you
swear to
would
God.
have found it early, he'd be all right.
Yep.
Do you think he's gravely ill right now?
Actually,
What's
we
the
haven't
story?
heard anything in a while, have we?
About Warren,
he
yeah.
was in the studio making his final albums, similar to what George Harrison did, and he was inviting in all the all-stars. I think that's very admirable of a guy
He's
like
doing
that.
a sports thing?
No, all-stars, I mean other musicians, big-name musicians.
Or his future release, Dirt Nap.
You know, Shaq did do
Yeah.
one rap tune.
Remember that album that he had right before he announced that he had cancer? It was all about thinking that you're going to die and stuff. It was like
And his albums have been that way since the 70s.
Exactly,
I mean,
that's
he's
true.
been preparing himself.
he had one song called "Up." You know what I'm saying?
We couldn't let that out on the air.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
Did
Did
you
you guys
spell
cut
him?
me out?
You can't spell dirty words?
Fire truck?
I did. I only spelled one. I didn't spell the other one fully.
Okay.
That's like a comedian's joke. He goes, like my uncle. He when he's around kids, he always misspells the wrong word. He goes, "We're gonna go out to the CAR and smoke some pot."
Mitch, you're from Seattle.
No, I lived here for a while. I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, so you lived here, and then you moved out of here after you won the Seattle Comp. Did you just come here because it was like, is that like going to play for
Mariners?
a
Kind
weak
of a
stick baseball
AAA.
team?
Yeah, I was a ringer, man. They brought me in.
Is that like playing for the Montreal Expos for years? You could really stand out. You won the Seattle Comedy Competition, though.
That's right, man. And I took that $325 and split. It was $3,000, but I won that. But I was a bully. I'd already been on Letterman once, and all the other kids hadn't even had been on TV yet. And I just came in there and
Took
said,
their lunch money.
"Yeah," I said, "Give me that money, boys."
There's some local guys who probably still have some animosity.
Really
about
pissed
that.
at you.
Well, you know what they say about a comedy competition? There's 20 comedians in it, 5 who advance to the semifinals, and 15 who don't think comedy should be judged.
I'm bitter talking about money with Mitch because he just gives our money away to people.
Really?
No, it's a tip. It's called a tip. If you notice, right before I gave him the money, the guy handed our suitcases to us.
It was a fair trade.
He's always doing that, like at
Is he loose
restaurants
with money?
and stuff.
Is he a big tipper?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. I would.
He's really generous. He has this whole Lynn, man, it's currency. If I give it out, I'll get it back. I'm like, but you don't have to give so much.
That's not me. That's the Dalai Lama.
Do you handle the money, Lynn, in the family?
Not for long, no.
We got a money manager, and it's embarrassing because I'm the lowest making guy on. He has like Harrison Ford and Eddie Murphy, and he's not even. I don't even. I make some good money, but I have a lot of expenses right now, and he doesn't even invest for me. He just pays bills. So this guy in New York who handles Eddie Murphy is paying my gas bill.
Now that's smart. Here you
Yeah,
are, comic on the road. You could be blowing your money, and I've seen some comics who blow it in some, usually they don't have their wives, wouldn't want to be with them on the road when that's happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Mike Price type comics. I shouldn't say that because
No.
as far as I know, Mike
He could
Price
be innocent.
didn't do any of that. Look at that. But you are smart. You're being wise with your money and your fame and your success, aren't you?
Oh, trying to be, because I want to you see that movie? What was it called? Robert Redford and Brad Pitt, where they were CIA guys. What was it called? It was
Spy.
Game.
Spy Game.
Well, he had accumulated $275,000, and he was about to go down to Bahamas and kick it. So that's what I want to do, man. I want to be able to kick it for the last years of my life.
Really?
So yeah, so I think that's why I say I know you guys got some stocks, right?
Well, Joe bought Kmart last year.
You did.
Yeah.
Bad timing.
Like the whole thing?
Too bad it wasn't back
The
in
whole store.
the blue light era.
I have bad timing on that. stuff.
Kmart, yeah.
I should get a money manager because what little I have.
Hey, I'm a corporation, man. I'm about to go public, so if you're interested.
We pay this
Give Mitch your
guy.
money.
Yeah.
We pay this guy 5% of our income to pay our gas bill.
to pay your bills.
Yeah. But it works out
Basically,
well.
one Shell credit card. Is that it?
Yeah. He keeps us in line. But like, so you have to call him and ask him to put money in your ATM machine. It's like having your dad again. It's like, Dad, can I have some money? So I have to call him up and say, hey, can you put some money in my ATM machine? It's kind of weird, you know. And then sometimes you never even see a check. Like you'll go do a show and then they'll send him the check. So I don't even know if I got paid, man.
We don't even know how much money we have, where it's ridiculous. Anyway, Austin,
very
tell your
healthy.
joke about the rice.
Yeah, I like rice. Rice is great when you're hungry and you want 2,000 of something. Yeah, the money talk did start to suck there. You know what I missed? I missed the $2 bill because I could break a 2. You know what I mean? 20, no. 10, no. 5, maybe 2. Oh yeah. What do you need? A 1 and another 1?
How about
A 1 and 4 quarters.
Very nice. I have to ask this question. It's none of my business. But a wonderful couple like you, I think, and it may be impractical for your career, but I think you'd make great parents.
Yeah. We want to have kids. And Lynn, you know what?
Yeah, we want to have kids, but right now all we have is a stuffed koala bear.
But we treat it good.
I think you'd make a great TV show. I mean, if the Osbournes can do it, there's more than that.
Oh, you know what? We had a TV show on MTV, a pilot, right before the Osbournes hit. And I swear to God, if we would have did that pilot after the Osbournes, I think they would have picked it up, man. And I'm not trying to say we were like the Osbournes, but it was just like MTV after that, they kind of like loosened up their viewpoint of what was going to be successful, you know? I mean, at that time, I don't think they thought like this old rock star whose videos are hardly ever on MTV would be a big hit on MTV, you know? I think they changed their, attitude a bit.
So now, and would your show have been them following you around?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And they did follow us around. They spent a lot of money on this pilot, and they followed us around. But then they didn't pick it up, man. And you know what? I saw on Jimmy Kimmel the other night. You know that talk show, Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
He had a comedian on called Someone Hamburger. He's this legendary bad comedian who's so bad that he gets laughs, right? And we had a comedian like that on my show where he was really bad, and he was on tour with me, and that was part of the joke was this guy is so horrible, and he goes on every night, and he thinks he's doing really well, and it was pretty funny, but, you know, they didn't pick it up. But then you watch Jimmy Kimmel, and they have that on there, and it's like, man, oh, man, I got to copyright this stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Bad jokes, copyright bad comedy.
Right, a horrible comedian. You can't do that.
Yeah. I act like that's my idea.
By the way, who did you get to be the horrible comedian?
Oh, I know.
We can't talk about that because I think he lives in Seattle.
See, Eddie?
Oh.
No, Eddie doesn't live in. Oh, you're saying? Oh, Lynn, you didn't have to do that. Now we can't talk about it now because you screwed things up.
I'm just teasing.
So
Eddie,
you were
he lives in
inspired by
Florida.
someone from around here?
No.
No.
I thought he was talking about this guy that came and did a set that was in Seattle, but it's this guy named Eddie that calls himself the possum that
You're
lives in
thinking
Florida.
of Jerry.
Exactly.
Oh, now there. Listen to how they muddle the water.
Man, they
Muddying
are.
the water.
I got a parrot, and the parrot talked, but it did not say I'm hungry, so it died.
But it just asked.
Yeah.
You're not a mean guy.
You guys are a funny couple. You should be a TV show. Go see Mitch Hedberg and the lovely Lynn Hedberg too.
Yeah.
You do take the last name, right? No.
No, it's nothing political or feminist. It's just I couldn't be bothered to fill out the form. Change my last name.